This is project details for the next project, which is our COVID-19 situational response. So it's going to revolve around the current situation and your kind of thoughts and response to that. You're going to be doing a drawing, a 12 by 12 inch drawing on some found material um, using one of two options. The first option is a public health or safety message, and it can help flatten the curve or something along that line. Or you could do it on option two, which is to promote mental health or well-being or social change, according to however you feel about the situation. There's examples of imagery at the very bottom of this document. Remember, it's just the imagery. Yours is going to be 12 inches by 12 inches, and yours will not be on paper. It'll be on some found material. Found material, what does that mean? That could mean a lot of things. Maybe you find an old sheet or an old shirt or a mask or a piece of wood or a rock or something along that line. So you'll need to think about that. Hopefully the object or the materials that you use reflect your message in some way or reflect your project in some way. You're going to be drawing on that material. For the drawing, you can use pencil or marker or paint or whatever you happen to have, charcoal. Anything you want to do the drawing with is fine. And for the color of it, you can use traditional things like paint or colored pencils. Or you could think outside the box a little bit. You could use, wood ash or rub grass for a green color or flower petals or coffee. There's a lot of things that are out there that you could use to make kind of an interesting color. Again, when you're thinking about all of these things, what you're going to draw on, what you're going to draw with, how you're going to color it, think about things that are maybe outside the box a little bit and that are have to do with your particular piece of artwork. I'm going to grade it on three things. The one will be the first sketch. That first sketch, you can submit that by tomorrow Tuesday at 11:59 p.m. And there's a link in our Canvas, of course, for that. And you're going to come up with one idea for each of the two options. So you'll have two sketches at the end. So one of each of the objects that I showed you up here. Obviously, you'll only be using one of those for your final project, but for the sketch process, do one of each. The second sketch will be due on Thursday and 11:59 again. Again, there'll be a link on Canvas for that. And this is going to be a list of possible things you can use for materials, like we had talked about. Materials to draw, materials you use for drawing, materials you use for coloring, etc. So that'll be the second brainstorming sketch part. And then the final thing will be the final piece, which is due, I believe, on May 7th. However, it'll be written on Canvas, and it'll have a submission and self-eval link for you to do that. I believe it's Thursday, May 7th at 11:59 p.m., but check the link just in case. And that will be the final piece. Make sure you're in a clear, well-lit room where your piece of art fills up most of the screen. I have to be able to see it, so make a nice clear picture of your final piece of artwork. I'll be looking at things on like how creative you are with your materials, how well you execute the drawing. Is it crafted well, or is it really kind of just sketchy and not that good? And does it look like a refined, finished piece that you could present to the world, or is it just kind of thrown together? And then did you meet the size and material requirements? That's what the final piece will be. I'll be looking at. I have some suggested steps for you. That you can check out. All of this stuff that I'm showing you here can be found on the project details link. You can just click on it. I put some keys to success: finding materials that have significance, allowing you plenty of time and a quiet place to think about it, draw lightly at first, be flexible, and have fun. I've got some of these examples. Remember, these examples down here are just imagery ideas only. Yours will be on a roughly 12 by 12 inches size, and yours will be drawn on a material other than paper. The material, like I said, can be flat, or maybe it's not flat. It's up to you. but it can't be paper. So here's some examples of the first option, and that one is flattening the curve or things along that line. The second option is options of how you could help with, like, if things are difficult, or if you're having difficulty with depression, or however it's affecting you in whatever way, shape, or form. So these are some imagery examples here of option 2 and option 1. So that's it in a nutshell. You're doing a drawing on a material that you find that is not paper, that is roughly 12 by 12. You're going to be doing it on one of these 2 options, either a public health or safety message, or one that promotes mental health and well-being. So if you have any questions, of course, let me know. I always put a link to being able to chat with me. If you need some help, let me know. Other than that, that's it. Good luck with it. Have some fun. Try to let yourself go places on how this is going to be affecting you. This is a really big event in your life. I'm sure that you'll be thinking about it for a long time. This might be a piece of art that you or somebody in your family might want to keep. So do your best, and yeah, try to have fun with it. I hope you guys are all doing well. Good luck, and yeah, I'll talk to you in the very near future.